May 2022. Russian missile attack on a 5-story building in Bakhmut. June 2022. Ukrainian soldiers hold their positions despite coming under constant fire. The situation is difficult. We are killing the enemies who have invaded our land. We must push them away from our borders so that they will never return. June 2022. 3 apartment blocks and several other buildings were damaged in a bombing raid. 3 people were injured. An ambulance was also hit by a missile. Russian forces used Iskander-K cruise missiles, Tornado-S, and Smerch rocket launchers. Putin's bastards. When will he be satisfied? Where am I going to go now? Where will I sleep at night? We don't know if they will continue shooting. People are afraid to sleep at night. August 2022. Ukrainian army soldiers have set up roadblocks in Bakhmut. The city remained one of the last Ukrainian strongholds in eastern Ukraine, and its fall would bring Russia one step closer to taking control of the entire Donbass area. September 2022. Smoke rises over Bakhmut. Explosions are heard in the distance. Authorities in the Donetsk region reported Russian shelling of 11 towns and villages near the front line. October 2022. Ukrainians living on the east bank of the Bakhmut River cross a destroyed bridge to receive humanitarian aid. The bridge had been destroyed weeks earlier as a result of what the Ukrainian military said was a deliberate Russian strike. Where should I go? My daughter was killed. My house was hit by a shell. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't bury her. She still lies there under the rubble. I can't, sorry. December 2022. Soldiers of the 10th Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Army say Russian attacks in the Bakhmut region have intensified. Soldiers of the brigade go on multiple missions every day with the BM-21 Grad multi-mission rocket launcher, shelling Russian positions across the front line. This is where the civilians live. Hey, civilians. Yes, come out, please. How are you? We are liberating our land. We can't wait. December 2022. Military experts say the town appears to have little strategic value to either side, but Russian forces have intensified their bombardment and Ukrainian soldiers continue to defend it. I thought it wouldn't be so terrible, and I couldn't imagine that the whole city would be destroyed. December 2022. Russians destroy civilian infrastructure with artillery and mortars. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky visits troops near the front. In the city, one can see destroyed apartment blocks, fire, and thick grey smoke hovering over residential areas. January 2023. At the beginning of the year, Bakhmut was the centre of the most intense fighting during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The city is being bombarded despite Moscow's announcement of a ceasefire for the Orthodox Christmas period. Good God, our city used to be so beautiful. Roses grew everywhere, flowers. It was clean, everything was so nice. February 2023. President Volodymyr Zelensky announced that Ukraine will fight to keep its eastern fortress, that is, the city of Bakhmut, for as long as possible. No one will surrender Bakhmut. We will fight as long as possible. We consider Bakhmut our fortress. We consider the people who died there as heroes. If the supply of long-range weapons is faster, we will not withdraw from Bakhmut, and we will begin the liberation of Donbass. The battle for Bakhmut remains one of the bloodiest in the 13-month war. Russia claims that Bakhmut will open up the possibility of an offensive deep into Ukraine, while Kiev and the West say the destroyed town is only symbolic.